Hello. Oh, the quiz is there. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome along to the stream. Nice to have you all here. It seems the Stigman was in here. Hello, Charlie boy. Tanner, Albert tuning in from Arizona. Nice to have you here. Hey, Pro Farmer DK. How you doing? And hello, Mrs. Professor. I'm doing well. Thank you all. Nice to be back here. Nice to jump into Canadian Kettle Farmer. Do you know, I'm really enjoying putting this series together. I'm really enjoying playing this, so I thought that's why we'd live stream it today. It's just, yeah, don't know what it is about it. It's just got a nice vibe and I'm just having a lot of fun in it. So, what we've always said, do what you enjoy, and that's what we're going to do today. So, I'm not going to waste any time getting started because I set this up with a horseplay course last night and I have the better part of 2 hours of harvesting ahead of me, so we'll go and get the course started. Now I do need to remember where. I think I need to go all the way down the other end, and it's going to start the lands on the long edge down the other side, so pretty sure that is where we need to go. So we'll go and have a look. Hey Farmer Sim, how you doing? Scooter's Workbenches here, nice to see you. Mr. Nerd, the King of Nerds, Legacy, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you as well. Scott's in. G'day, Scott. How you doing? Enjoyed your little comment on my little vlog from the field days. Put that header up so we're not dragging it on the ground. Yes, getting the tractor wrong. Getting the model of the tractor wrong. Mrs. Argsy was having a great laugh at me. She's like, it's the wrong model. You said the wrong nut thing. Right, so I'm pretty sure if we press the go button here, this is where we're going to start. So I've managed to set up a course. If you have a look at the alignment, alignment here. The where I've harvested is wider than what course players wanting to do, so that's good. It means we're not going to end up with a whole lot that doesn't go in the right spot. Now, and I can't zoom in. Why can I not zoom in? Put it that way. Just make sure we're on the right arrows. Right. Turn that on. Put that down there. Hopefully, if I go from nearest waypoint, everything will be peachy. Perfect. Up, up, and going. Very excited for the new free store. Looks good, doesn't it, Farmer Sim? So, we've got a plan for that. It's not going to happen today, but I will go and show you. Morning, Pleasant View. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. Right. Is that off and going? We're going to get everything set up. I can go back to here, put this onto some auto drive, and that'll be all good to go and get that grain cart sorted out. That's good. That should get up and going. We'll check out our truck. The truck's just about, no, is that only a single hopper, isn't it? I'd say it's just about full, but it's not. So we've got them all going. Perfect. Hey Alan, how you doing? How do I get the small courseplay menu to pop up? I use delete on my keyboard, but I think, we'll just hop into a truck so I can show you. I think you need to, when you're in courseplay settings, this one here, you need to go down to expert mode. I think it's expert mode. You don't get it. Oh no, you still do get it. The expert mode, you can add a whole lot of features too. But I'm just trying to remember if there was a way to turn it on and off. Doesn't look like it. Anyhow, delete for me. Delete does all that. Hey Slug Juice, how you doing? Hey, it's FSG, how are you, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good, mate. Hope you're doing good. Right. I've got a couple of things we're going to come over here just while that harvester starts. We are going to press the right button. Oops, not that one. That one there. So Legacy has very kindly sent me over the free stall. And like I said, we're not going to do it today. But we're actually going to bring all our cows back down here. After all the planning last time, but now that we've got this as an option. And I had a look at how good this. And I put it to snap. See? Look how good this sits with the three, a bit hard to see because it's so darn big. But it's pretty much exactly the same length as my 3 feedlots. So I'm going to put that in here, and that's going to work out really well. And I just need to put, because triggers and things like that go through the back of it, so then I just need to put put some tracks down either end, and we'll chew up a little bit of land, but that'll actually help us free up some money to go and do some things elsewhere. So that is the plan. I do seem to prefer auto drive over course play. Pleasant. I don't know why. The feedlot, this is Schultz Modding's feedlot with 3 of them built together, and then I've sort of built my own loading race and everything like that here at the end. Actually worked out kind of cool. So you can open this gate, and open that gate to get in. Then if I close that gate, you can come down this way. And when you're trying to get cattle on or off a truck, you've got some holding pens and gates and everything like that. So, not quite as good as it could have been. I think this should have been a little bit more open and round and sort of funnels them in, but that works pretty cool. I'm kind of happy how it turned out. Open and close everything. Right, but I was going to show you this. This popped up on Facebook. I think it was, oh gosh, I've got to say the right name right now. JMF Modding. I think it was. This is an idea. Can you remember we've talked about this before? And I shared it on Facebook and everything. But this is an idea I wanted to do to move animals between pens. And the reason was, like in New Zealand, we've got a farm here, it's out the back. It's, I don't know, there's 20 fields, 20 paddocks, and we move cattle between them. So they eat the grass, graze the grass, and once they're all done, move them somewhere else. And that's what happens in summer when you've got lots of grass. Winter, you might leave them in there longer and give them some more supplementary feed. But this is an animal cane. I can pick it up, walk around with it. If I come to the animal trigger, press the button, I can come in here and I can move animals to the trailer. And there, so now you can see up here, we've got 10 animals in the cane. 10 Angus. So then if I can go over, and this will be a real good obvious example. Come down to the animal trigger down here a bit further, and we'll move them over here with the other animals, and you'll see they'll pop up in here. So we've got them in the cane. Obviously it works just like a trailer. And now I've got 10 Angus in there with the limousines, and you can see them wandering around down there. I thought this was pretty cool. It's a way to do what? Move animals around, and the reason JMF and a couple of others came up with the idea was with the new Carver glues and the enhanced animal mod with calves and things like that. If you want to move animals, like let's say your cows have given birth and you want to move them to move them into a Carver glue, or if you wanted to put a what else is there? Yeah, even if you just the animals get overcrowding with the enhanced animal mod, you can move them to a different pen. So it works pretty cool. So simple. I'm kicking myself that I didn't actually go, it does sound simple, I should try it and see if it could have worked. But anyhow, kudos to those guys for getting it up and going. And I was talking to them during the week and said, why don't you try and get it on ModHub? Because as far as I know, it doesn't use any scripts, so it should be able to be done for console. And it's just a carryable pick up and carrying animal trailer, so we'll see. Keep an eye out. He seemed open to the idea, especially when I said like Yoss has managed to get his liftable pallets mods and things like that on there for console players, which seems a little bit cheaty, but it's good quality of life to give that option to them. I said it's no different to that really, is it? Let's go and do it. Looks very cool. Hey Farmer Hamish, how you doing? Did you see my message in Logging League admin? I don't know if FSG's seen it yet either, but I replied to your request and question. So if FSG's keen and that suits you, let us know. It is better than nothing. I agree. Hey Cold Canadian, it works good, eh? Very awesome. The animal walking stick, yeah. Be cool if it was a bit more like a bigger shepherd's crook, you know, Little Bo Peep type styles, but it works good all the same. I'll have to have a look. Sorted. Right, looks like our things have done their thing, and we've got a grain cart down there. Now, actually, the one thing I do need to do with that is I'm going to go jump back over into that tractor. The easy way. So see, this must be just about a full combine gives 67%. And the problem's going to be that now that combine's going to just about be full. So what I might do, if we go into auto drive, I'd bump this up for when I was driving because I could control it a little bit better, but I'm going to bump that down to 60. Yeah, if we do want to do that. Because what's going to happen, let's just see what happens. Just trying to think what will happen as we move around. Whether the combine will sit there waiting until it's empty or whether it drives off. I need to remember what happens. Let's have a look. Do we have this set to unload on the move? Vehicle specific one, don't we? Active unloading, yes. Call to preload. Let's do that. We'll set it to 50. There we go. Hopefully it'll get unloading quicker. That's going to work better. Much better. Had those hanging on every fence. No, I say we use it used to be a piece of alkathene, piece of rubber pipe, black pipe, but now like fiberglass. Although animal welfare people not too keen on them anymore. It's fair enough. Hey, Cartech, how are you? 16 months, Mr. Steckman. Thank you very much for your long service. Appreciate it, mate. Hope you're doing well. Kane is a great mile, I agree, Alan. Hey, Bovine, morning, mate. How you doing? Floyd up yet? Or is he still sound asleep? Either way, morning, Floyd. Hope you're good, buddy. The gamepad friendly HUD option off. That's right. I do recall that now. Oh, glad you got that sorted. Right, so I'm making good progress and getting it underway. So let's go. Jump back over here. Get started on some baling. Polypipe few cattle. Still have a crook though, works nearly a chum. Yeah. Floyd's up, just said good morning to everyone. Nice. Good to see you, Floyd. I think there's a universal understanding of like cattle mustering in that, Hamish, so why not have something like that that'll do that. So, you're wondering why I'm not doing the headlands, because the bales will get in the way of the combine and unloader and everything, so probably still get in the way potentially of the grain cart, but we can at least start about here and get this going. So we'll do a little bit of baling ourselves, and we might use some course play once we get a little bit further on. There we go. Should be using Mark's fast bale now that it's out on the mod hub. Congratulations, Mr. Thor. I haven't seen you here yet, but very cool. And getting a nice little mention from DJ in the Farm Sim show. It's pretty cool too. Heck, I'm a little bit concerned how many bales we're going to get off this. Be a good thing though. Right, why is our grain cart? Surely you're full. I'm trying to find a way back to the truck or not. Maybe you're not quite full. Perhaps I should have bumped it down to something like 90. So I've had a few offers of coming in for the equipment, for the used equipment. Keep those coming in, and some offers of tractors as well, so I'll be able to up my horsepower requirements so we can get that new feed mixer. So in my next recorded episode here, we'll definitely be replacing some bits and pieces and making some more upgrades and changes. It feels like it's all we've done on this for the last wee while, which is pretty cool. And so far without incurring any extra debt, so we'll need to do some work on clearing that debt though. Can't have it sitting there like it is. Alright. Let's just whip in there before we... Oh, I knew that had happened. Before we drop any more bales off. Let's see, combine's off to open up another land. Perfect, happy days. But this is going to be the problem now that the grain cart's not going to be able to unload. It's going to do a cut-in and... should have sent it off. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump in the grain cart on the way past and tell it to go to the go to unload. Hey Strody, how you doing? Ah, too late. Ah well. Let them do their thing. Hey Miles, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. It's having my son's birthday party today. A bunch of pre-teens coming around and taking them to a trampoline park. So that will be interesting. Of course you're going to stop there. There you go, I'll put a little obstacle in your way. See how you deal with that. I wonder if actually if the combine might get to the other end of the field before it's full. And that could be a bonus. We'll see what happens. Don't forget to give the like button a bash. Indeed, thanks Hamish. I'm sure you're all good and did that when you first joined the stream, but just in case you forgot. I think the debt side of Efficient is the best way to teach people to how to pay debt back. Indeed. Yeah, very correct there, Mark. You can sit there with debt, and as long as you're paying the interest, although it's interesting, a lot of, I don't know, the way debt's managed in New Zealand, you'd probably find a lot of farmers do sit with a sustained overdraft and a sustained amount of debt and have it on an interest-only type arrangement and pay down debt when they can, rather than having a regular repayments type setup. Whatever's going on, you two. Grain carts trying to make babies with the combine. There we go. Sorted themselves out. Unload it and go in reverse. It's going to be interesting. Been working with Steel on his streams to pay debt back. He's working on a better way, almost like a mortgage. So Advanced Bank Manager doesn't allow that, does it? Maybe that's a new mod for you, Mark. A way to automate, set up a regular repayment scheme based on your debt amount per month. There is something, so the game charges interest on the loans. So if I jump in here, and I'm probably going to have, you're probably going to go, what on earth are all those different additions and subtractions? Actually, I don't have too many. Oh, so what's the 612? That's buying 3 cattle trailers and that, so I could roleplay the cattle being delivered in the last episode. There is the loan interest down there on my $980,000 loan, but $3,000 a month is a pretty low interest rate. Wouldn't complain about having that from the banks at the moment. Problem is it won't get a lot of downloads. It's true. Hey Joe, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I should have just looked at my camera. I feel like I'm sitting sitting very low. Stop slouching, Argsy. This is one thing I did think of actually, that we would keep up with the combine pretty easily here with the baler. Well, how many bales? I should have reset it, shouldn't I? Grain cart's doing its own thing, going through the middle of the crop. Combine's full. Just bale on. So I'm going to do what we've normally done with bales on this save, is I'm going to move them all in the field to a central spot, and then we'll use the auto load trailer to pick them up. So it's going to be one of our other jobs. I'm going to go actually buy, I've talked about it before in some of the videos, we're going to go and buy a new bale fork for the wheel loader, because that should, he says with some confidence, make things a bit easier, particularly for making our feed mix at the other end. You can pick up a whole lot of bales with a wheel loader bale fork. Back to bed for seed a bit. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you tuning in so early. I have to remember that you're West Aussie and a good 5 hours behind us. Mrs. Professor, you asked before if I watched the launch, and I've been distracted and hadn't replied. Yes, 100% I did. Set up until 1:30 in the morning on, was Friday morning our time, and managed to catch that, and geez was it spectacular. I love their little excitement guaranteed factor, but yeah, pretty impressive when you put it into context of how big it was and everything like that. 5,000 ton flying vertically at over 2,000 kilometers an hour. It's pretty cool. And it sounds like, from what I've read, that they've already, the new iteration versions of Starship already addressed some of the problems that they were going to encounter. But the biggest problem that a lot of people are saying is just the way that the launch mount was basically destroyed, particularly the concrete underneath, and that could have led to a lot of the damage that the rocket sustained before it even left the ground. Stream's choppy tonight, or is it an issue on my end? Everything's smooth from a YouTube and OBS perspective at my end, Miles, so we'll get some others in stream's comment whether they're having any issues. Perfect for you, Mark. Nice. Hey Legion, how are you, man? I see you're been on West Aussie today. Buttery smooth here. Excellent. Pretty good for bovine. Here we go. Maybe you've got hamster issues as well, Miles, like I had during the week. Yeah, the West Aussie 10 million litre challenge is getting closer to finish. I think the team knocked off the canola side of things this week as well. So more and more of those crops being completed. Sunflowers is going to be the big one. If they get ready to harvest, we might get the opportunity to do some next stream, but the way those Danish farmers are getting in there, don't fancy our chances. Hey, yeah, Alex, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I think Alex might be one of my potential purchases for some of the used equipment here. Alright. Here we go, grain cart's back. Combine's moving. Look at those bales. How many are we up to? I have to have a look through the stats page. That one there. No. Stats. That one there. 36 so far in this session. That's a truckload at least. Feels like more, to be honest. Definitely got our guaranteed excitement. Some work to do to fix the launch mount. They certainly do. So Elon commented to someone on Twitter to say that they have been working on a water-cooled steel flame diverter, but they thought that they had enough, that the mount would stand up to at least one launch. So they gambled on it, and obviously it didn't. So yeah, again, put it into context, some of the debris that's flying around as they light the candle is big chunks of concrete flying 100 meters in the air. So it's just nuts. And then all the people who reported having dust and sand rain on them 5 miles away 10 minutes after launch. It's pretty surreal. Right, I reckon that might be a good spot to just turn things off, let that one drop out. Right, let's go and sort out truck, trailer and wheel loader. We'll come over and start getting those loaded up. Let's see. That's not going to be the right one. Oh, it is. That one will do. Drop the trailer off there. Put that trailer up there. I should need to spend some time and go and get all those animals fed as well. Could be another job. I'll set up an auto drive course to try out how I'm going to get those animals fed. This entrance that we've changed here and made it lots wider is so much better. Huge improvement. Huge improvement, which is good. Don't know why I waited so long to do it. Alright. Alright, so we'll park this up here out of the way for now. That's probably good. We're going to have all this corn to make into some silage. Oh, that was close. Just about got flattened. Which is good timing because I think we've pretty much used up all our maize silage. Is there any left in there? 64,000 litres. We don't have any corn in there. It's all been processed, so that's going to be good. We'll be able to fill that up again. But let's jump here. Now, I don't really fancy driving this all the way down to the shop. So we will bring the shop to us. And get the dealer to deliver something. Mr. Dealer, we need a wheel and we need a new front loader bale. Where are we? Wheel loader tools. So where are we? I thought I'd installed a whole lot in here, but we've got the CZ pack, which has a lot in it, but other than that there's nothing. So I'm just going to use the one that comes with this mod. Get the one with the support, just in case we want to load them a little bit higher. So, get that bought. Pay the delivery fee. Also goes all the way over there and facing the wrong way, but that's right. Bought the same mixer a day or two before my post about the used equipment. How? You can still buy it, Alex. All part of the roleplay on that side of things. And now we'll go and see how this works. It's pretty narrow. I was hoping for something a bit wider, but there's all our equipment for sale. Scott offered me 50 cents for each of the, was it Scott or Shane? Actually, might have been Shane. Offered me 50 cents. Steve, in fact. Scott, Shane, Steve. Steve offered me 50 cents for each of those forage wagons, saying I should never have bought them in the first place and I should have known better, which is probably a fair comment. Morning, Lambert. How you doing? Good to see you. Alright, so let's go and see about moving some of these bales around. So, what I want to do, I'll try and precisely pick one up. Oh, could actually spare it, Argsy. Just stack in the middle of the field. About here will do. Hey, here he is. We were talking about you before, Mark. How are you, mate? Oh, goodness, these forks are quite narrow. There we go. How you doing, Mark? You doing good, bud? We're just commenting I'm not using your fast baler, but I'm saying I should be using your one now that it's out on Mod Hub. And saying congrats on that, and on DJ's little shout out for crossplay mod of the week. Pretty cool. Never anything bad, Mark. Need to start Edgewater map over again because I'm buying your mate's old Xbox. Ah, nice. Master Modder Mark. Floyd's hoping to say hi to little Argsy. We can arrange that. Sounds like he's in the kitchen, probably making himself some lunch, breakfast. Oh, Alan! You're a legend. Thank you so very much for that. Oh. Get me all distracted. Keep up the great content. A $10 super chat. I will certainly do that. Thank you very much, my friend. Master Modder Mark. It's a universal Master Modder. Alright, it's not the prettiest stack, but we'll still be able to come in and pick them all up with the truck. Maybe we'll try and do the next one a little bit tidier. Let's have a look. At least it's nice and fast racing around the field. Hardly grabbed that one, gosh. Don't know if that's much tidier or not. Thanks again, Alan. Really appreciate that. Very generous of you. Let's see, I should be able to. No, ruined it. I thought I was going to be a bit neater on that one. is what it is. Did I see the Bale? I did see the Bale trailer. I couldn't get past how it looked though, Mark. my eyes, it hurt them. But I know orthotics, but it works. Hey, it works for someone, it works for someone. It's the beauty of it all, eh? You don't have to want to use every mod that's been made, or... I was going to say one man's trash, another man's treasure and all of that sort of thing, but that didn't sound too complimentary, did it? No collisions. I saw that, yeah. Like you say, it works. Hey Matthias, how are you? Welcome along. Working our way through our field here, getting the oats harvested, getting the straw baled, and getting it all off the field. I'm trying to get as much of it done as we can. Should be able to make a decent dent in it. Although, gosh, we've been going for a while already. Time flies when you're having fun. Alright, it's a little bit neater, isn't it? A little bit neater. If anyone came for a Argsy Bale stacking masterclass, you've come to the wrong stream, I'm sorry. Those are on Wednesdays. Not actually at the moment. Western Australia's on Wednesdays. You've edited the Wilson trailer to hold 50 cows for me. Nice. I think we're changing things up a little bit more anyhow, Mark. We've got another plan. We're going to get a big freestall barn, legacy eggs. Brought one to market that we're going to bring up here into Canada and give it a go. It's a consolidating our operation type feel at the moment. The art of stacking the one high. The art of just like roughly lining them up and not looking very good at the same time. Good, thanks. How about you waiting until I fall asleep? It's, what's that, 10:40 here now. Ah, good man. I'm doing well, thank you. Doing well. Been running around. Lots going on at the moment, which is good. In different facets. School holidays is now just about over. The kids will be back to some routine soon. But with that, it was interesting. I was thinking about it. We head to Europe for FarmCon. Is the last week of this kids' school term, so suddenly we're into that term as of Monday. So I reckon that the next 2 months is going to go pretty quick, which is fine by me. Well, yeah, something to look forward to. Something I'm definitely looking forward to. But I reckon it's going to come around pretty quick. Don't need a trailer now, I've got a shepherd's cane. So the good thing about the shepherd's cane, Mark, is it's not something you're going to walk halfway across. Like, I'm not going to move cattle 3 kilometers across this map carrying a cattle cane. So it fills a purpose using it in and around barns and farmyards and whatnot, but you're not going to use it anywhere else, which I think is pretty cool. But it is a pretty neat tool. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I suppose you could. I hadn't thought about that. I suppose you could throw it in the back of a pickup and drive around with it. You could have 10 of them. You could move 1,000 cattle in the back of a pickup. That thought had not crossed my mind. Carter, come here for a sec, dude. Then come and say hello to Floyd. He wants to say hello to you. Okay.
Hi Floyd. Are you having a good day so far?
Okay, I hope he's still there, Bovine. Realism. It is key. Bay State Simulations, no need to apologise at all. No one's ever late for a stream, they get here on their own time when they can make it. Right, just about ready to go and we can grab the truck, or we're going to keep on baling. We might keep on baling. Get some more done. Floyd says, hi, back in his day is good so far, he's about to play Minecraft. I think are you guys playing Minecraft? Yeah, they're playing Minecraft at the moment too. Day for it. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, there we go. Park that up. Yeah, I'll show you. We'll have a look at it, Mark. Oh, there it is. So, this is it here. So you can carry it around, come into the cattle trigger, and basically move animals to the trailer. So there, we've got 10 of them in there. And I can then move over, take them to another cattle pen, put them in there. Go back, move them out of the trailer, move them to there. So that's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. But let's just see, where's my pickup's all the way over there. Like I say, I don't see any reason why it won't work, but we'll test it. I'm sure it'll go on the back of the pickup. You have it on a quad. See, that'd be pretty cool. You could have it on a on like a side by side or a quad, which you might actually use for mustering. I wonder if they made it so you could strap it down. I reckon I can lose that out of there. But yes, there you go. It will sit in something. Don't know if it would strap down if it was sitting higher and actually above the straps. It works. Works a treat. Not quite yet, Scooter. I'm pretty sure... I feel embarrassed now. I'm pretty sure it was JMF modding. I shared it on Facebook. Who was making it? But I just dropped him and I left a comment on his post to say he stole my idea, which was just a little tongue-in-cheek. I clearly did not steal my idea. And I hadn't done anything with it other than talk about it on a stream before, so... happy coincidence is what I'm putting it down to. Alright, I'm going to double check that actually. I want to make sure I am telling you the correct information. Let's see. If I go to my Facebook. JMF modding. So a little look there. There you go. Very cool. That's his Facebook page, JMF modding, if you're looking for it. Back there. Yeah, he was talking about potentially putting it on ModHub. Well, he hadn't thought about it, and I suggested it'd be pretty cool if he did. So, we'll see if that comes to fruition. Better to be fashionably late than unfashionably early. Depends what you're wearing. I mean, if you dress nicely, you could be you'd be fashionably early, wouldn't you? My coffee's going cold. Right, carry on doing some more baling. Someone did actually make the suggestion we could have used follow me for the baling while I was kept on harvesting, which was a very real consideration. The main thing though, main reason I wanted to do it this way was if you were using follow me, the baler would be right behind you the whole time, and then you could end up getting bales caught up and everything like that. So as it is, I could set this up on Courseplay to carry on doing the baling behind the combine as well. Oh, truck's full. Let's go off to the silo. So what are we up to oats wise? How are we looking? Where's my time saving stock? Check that one there. Alright, 70,000, so we'll get another 35, so we're up to 100,000. Good max price actually. Good max price. Welcome, Nismo, to the house. How are you, man? Good to see you, good to see you. So how many bells do we make along that way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're getting about 5 per pass, and if I remember there is 40. Combines had to cut in right at the end there. It's annoying. If I remember correctly, there's 40 or so rows, so we'll get at least 200 bales. Because then there's the headlands, which is probably going to be another... I should almost be 100 off the headlands. No. Yeah, 3 headland passes, 30 each time. Just about could be 100 off the headland, so maybe 300 straw bales. Time will tell. Is the grain cart coming? Yes, they are. Good. And you just got up Nismo. It's still too early for me on a Sunday normally. Oh, don't drop that in an annoying spot. Drop it there. I'll see in that pass we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the difference was? Just the timing, I suppose. Seven, 30,000, 35,000 litres of straw off each pass. Hello Victor, how are you? Welcome along. Good to see you. Alright, grain cart's there. Good. Good to hear. See how it goes dealing with turning around to get in there. Is it going to go past and then cut across the crop, or is it going to come all the way down the other end? No, it's going to drive across the crop. Alright. We'll stop looking and then we don't know it happened. What do you reckon? Is the combine? The combine was going to take. Oh, so the 2 hours was that to do. I don't remember if that was to do the full field or not, but. Next one. Maybe not quite halfway across yet. All the crop destruction. See how the wheels are destroying the stubble, and then it comes up on the inset in there. Particularly around the areas where the wheel loader's focused with dropping the bales off, and you get enough of a square to show it all. Pretty cool. Alright, grain cart's full. Well, at least combine's empty. Grain cart won't be full, but they are back underway. They're pretty, not a bad combine, that. Still got a 9 metre wide header. Gets through the field. I was, so what else we're going to do is, if we have a look at our fields, we're going to buy 149 down the end here, do something with that. We're going to sell 153. I reckon now that I've looking at buying the freeze-stall barn, we might sell that one down there, which is 195. And we'd definitely sell this one up here because we don't actually have much in there, so we're going to free up some money, pay off some debt. But we might have to look at buying some more land around here. Obvious choice is either this field here next to us, or one of these ones down here. Or of course the big one here, but what's the value of that? Almost $1 million bucks. Ah! Can't drive in a straight line for an extended period, Argsy. Well, that was a long way. So we'll just have to figure out which way we're going to jump for those. There we go. Speed up. Yeah, so we would, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, Mark. That's why your name came up. That was pretty cool. DJ's crossplay mod of the week, wasn't it? I really should use it, seeing you gave it to me a month ago. I don't know if you had you said to anyone you were putting it on, trying to load it on ModHub, Mark? I hadn't even heard, hadn't even picked up on that if you had. It's a great mod. You enjoy it, do you, Kartik? It's good. Fast Bale is nice, I must admit. Doing round bales, good speed. Normally I'd go for the square balers for straw, but because we've got this so we can make silage, it makes sense to have this. Because it's got the integrated wrapper and everything. You sit on the Oaks. Solid. When do you want to make videos on Western Aussie like you do on Farm Sim 19 with all the auto driving courseplay? Not sure about that, Victor. Those videos took many hours to record and were quite intense to make, so I didn't want to do it on Western Aussie again. So if the right map comes along, big map with big fields, we might try and do it again, but not sure yet. Just enjoying doing things like this. And West Aussie's been fun as a... oh, don't get too close to that. West Aussie's been fun as a multiplayer server, actually. John, you've got a tractor for my mixer. It's already in Canada too. An Edgewater 84 1015 hours run the exact same Mammut mixer with it. 45k. Ooh, interesting. You know what? I think I might have put that in here as an option. Oh no, I haven't. I was looking at what I could use. That might have been one of the tractors I had actually seen as well, John. I've had a couple of offers off tractors actually. Someone threw a 7R my way. There was also a Challenger Yellow Vulture from Scott Free For All. And I think someone had a case as well, I think. Yeah, I'll take a look at it though. Drop a, so I remember, John, if you don't mind commenting on the community post or in the last video, that'd be cool. Then I'll remember what you've got for me. Not the best map for lots of automation, at least not a multiplayer. I would have said that. I would have said that 2 years ago for FS19 Legion. Almost too big. It's taking 5 hours to harvest a field with 6 combines. It's a challenge. Fun though when it all worked. But like figuring out that multi-delivery point here and with auto drive for the cattle, that was pretty cool. Thanks to Disturbed Simulations. And I think it was it you, Kartik, who pointed that out to me? It was you or someone else. It's a bit buggy, 19. 19 was very buggy. This one actually I've found hasn't been quite so bad, Legion. Seems to be like anything as game saves progress, particularly on multiplayer servers, they seem to get a little bit more buggy, so hopefully it doesn't get any worse for us. No more flying combines and tractors. Might have been, can't recall. Alright, that's a whole lot more bales. What are we up to? Poof. I reckon there's 80. By the time we get to, we'll have a look. We'll get to the end of this pass. I reckon there's 88. Let's have a look. How many bales have we done? 88. We're along tab again. That one there. Oh, 90. Close. So close. Had that on the server, at least DK crew have the laggy, the few issues, Legion. The flying tractors. Yeah, it happened during the live stream the other night. That's quite funny. I'm trying to remember where I had it. Unexpectedly. Was it on Evergreen? Oh, don't drop that off in an annoying spot. I had something glitch out recently and I can't remember where it was. Not sure. Alright. Back to moving some bales, I think. There we go. Right, back there for now. I'm going to jump in the wheel loader. And then I think it'll be time to grab the truck and actually get some of these off the field. Dance with me truck. You got a dancing truck, Kartik. Oh, we knocked that one over. Nah. What are you gonna do? Still got PTSD after the truck issue the other night. Truck issue did you have the other night? A grain card and everything flying around. Oh, Dance With Me truck. Yes, that's right. I did have it on this too. Gotcha. That was different. That was slightly different to the one I was thinking of, the flying one. But Dance With Me truck. That was because if I used the teleport that truck to a certain spot using easy dev, it seemed to want to dance. So yeah. I've got a new challenge. We're going to try and get 4 bales in one go. Oh. What do you reckon? 4 in a go. Gonna need the first two need to be on perfectly. That one hasn't gone in far enough. Better. Let's see if we could at least get 3. No, not on that one. So it still hasn't gone on far enough. Oh, actually it does look like it was on far enough. There's spikes there, I can see them. Oh well. Hey Shane, how you done? Good to see you, good morning. Hey Corpnut, welcome along. Nice to have you here. You guys are both well. I saw the photo you shared on Scott's Discord corp of your twins chip trailer. Pretty impressive looking rig. Right, let's try again. I want to try and get 4 on. I think the first issue might have been the forks weren't quite level. So. Still not quite perfect there, are they? They do stick out the front though. A little bit better. No, not better. Oh, got it, we got it. Yeah, we'll just take 3. 3's near enough for me. Faffing around trying to pick it up though, probably quicker just to do 2 and go back and forth faster. Not too close with this one. You're lucky to pick it, the second one up. Now, next question is, can I do it in first person? That's actually quite a good view out of there, isn't it? Well, I thought this was going to be quite an obstructed view, but that's not bad. Alright, let's have a go. The only downside is that because your seating position stays where you are, you kind of have to look with it. Go. I reckon we got that actually pretty square, if I must say so. 100% would be quicker, Shane. 100%. We're simulating me loading in the field because I've got an auto load bale trailer, so we're instead of just the straight up auto load cheat, we're just we're bringing them a little bit closer, and then we're cheating picking them up. Less faffing. Costs money too though. Honestly, I reckon I can pick those up squarer and better with in this view. To a little higher. What do you reckon? Like a 70 or let's go to 80. No, gotta be higher than that. 90. We'll go to 100. 100 like. Oh, that feels a long way away. Feels a real long way away. But oh yeah, I did. I didn't even know if I'd picked the bale up then. Let's go back to, let's try it at 90. What's the name of this map? Victor, this is called Chilliwack, British Columbia. That's the name of the map. By Chumpy Farmer. I'm pretty sure I've got the link in the description. If I don't, it's definitely in the description of some of my other videos I've done on this map. Good thing about being in cab is the load is actually much quieter in here. One thing I noticed with it out of cab, it was actually quite loud. The engine noises were very loud. Must have really long arms. Alright, right. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do 4. No. I think I didn't get it because I wasn't. I can see the fork. It's very much about there. Yes. Success. Even unstacks them better. Me? Yep, I do. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Alright. Kind of all over the place now. So I'll take these ones straight here, seeing I'm facing that way. Try and be efficient. I showed the missus the Alpine train on the South Island. She wants to go to Chilliwack. How nice. Yeah. It's a pretty spectacular part of the country down there. It's only a very short train ride. I think it's only a couple of hours too. Right, what about this time? Yep. I'm not going to try for 4. I reckon I've miscued the front one. But 3 will do that time. Yeah, I think it'll be a cool little train ride through there. Mrs. Argsy's got the blender going if you can hear some sound in the background. me smoothies for breakfast. Either that or she's making something for the boys' birthday party. I'm not sure. Look at that, happy days. Making margaritas. Nothing quite like an 8:15 margarita corp. You know, it's almost like you know my wife. Not the morning drinking, but she loves a margarita. Beat you to it. You guys. Calm down. She's impartial to a frozen margarita in summer. You work nights, that would be evening. Fair enough, mate, fair enough. I'll ask her, eh? Hey, Mrs. Argsy. She didn't hear me. A young kid's birthday party usually requires alcohol. Maybe once we've driven them into town and taken them to the trampoline park we're going to. Probably ignoring me. How's the case over the regular tractors? It's actually, I'm quite enjoying it from an in-cab perspective. Corp. It's limited by the, it's not the best forks really for it. It needs a sort of something wider. If I could get one that was 3 wide, I think that would have been pretty good. But, yeah, no, it seemed to work pretty well. Right, so we're going to go over in here and grab that truck and we're going to get those picked up and loaded out. Looks like our grain truck just headed off out of the field. Safety first, absolutely. I mean, from here it looks pretty neat having those bales all put in position, and we can come past and hopefully, he says with an air of trepidation, they gonna load up. Like magic. The other way I could actually do it, what we might do next time, I might park the truck in the field and then we'll bring the bales over to it and just put them straight on top. Three more. Why not go to the furthest pile away and then turn around and go back? Done. Oh, one more. 34. I thought it was 36. That's alright. No ditch here. We can go straight out onto the road. No traffic coming either way. Good to go. I think I have a good amount of straw then for our feed mix. Give me some good padding. In fact, I have to check. We'll probably need to use some for bedding if we do put the freestall down too. Morning Chinook, how are you, mate? Well, indicator so that there's any traffic coming behind us. So that's pretty close there on that turnout, isn't it? I have to adjust that. Well, it's closer than I thought it would be. Bale drop. Ooh, this is going to be interesting because we've got all those silage bales stacked in there. It's alright. And I knew I was going to be just short on those few. We'll give them a little bit of a push in. Looked away for a second, already loaded them onto the trailer. Impressive. I know, Hamish, right? Next level loading skills. Efficiency is key. I know this realism is key business. It's all about efficiency. Oh, vehicle. Times 2. I'm making a good dent in things. I don't know if we're going to get it finished in the stream though. I got a hard stop in 40 minutes. Alright. Bingo. Look away, Hamish. What's that out the window? Just finished loading some flax straw bales on Edgewater. So that's something I haven't done yet. I haven't done the swathing and all the different bale varieties I've got on that. Should give it a go at some stage. Squirrel. Well, not here. If there's a squirrel out the window, I'd certainly be worried. Alright, so that's 68. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to getting into this corn over the road too and getting that all done. I reckon that could be fun. And I'm really enjoying how this farm's developed. Alright, let's see if we can get them all in one go. I don't know how big the trigger is. It's either going to be all of them or it's going to be 2 on either end that haven't unloaded there. Oops. Press that button first and then that one. Ah, got him. Yes. $679 at 240 centimetre hay bales in West Aussie to bring in. Not sure I'll be loading them manually. Grey down for those who play on their own is takes too much time to manually load and unload the bales by oneself. I agree, on a field this size you'd be here for a long time. I don't mind doing it on some smaller fields, Andrew, but yeah, definitely get on a bigger map with some bigger fields and you end up doing a few hundred bales. Can take some time. Sure. You can say hi to Floyd, who he was watching.
Hello.
That's the birthday boy.
Yeah.
And go away now. Still have a field to bale maize plasters, no joke. Have you adjusted the animal feed requirements, Farm Hamish, or not? Because that's something I've done, just to try and make it a little bit more bearable. Nope. Well, they're fine until they get old. When they get old, over I think 26 months, then you wait and see what the feed requirements are going to become, because it is astronomical. Happy birthday, mini Argsy. I'll pass that on to him. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Hamish. 9.2 million litres per day. Floyd says happy birthday. Nice. Thank you, Floyd. Alright. Carry on. How many cattle have you got, Farmer Hamish? Like, obviously a lot to require that much feed. Karteki shared some screenshots in FSG's Discord of the operation. Go and have a look. It's massive. You did 500, that was bad enough. Yeah. I agree, Andrew. There's a big part missing in this series when it comes to dairy cows and beef cows. It'd be nice to see beef calves grown to fully grown steers ready for market. I agree. Even just the fact that, you know, you like the Angus and limousines like we've got over here in the feedlot now, which are technically beef cattle, are all have udders. $5,000 built it to house 10. Oh goodness. Farmer Hamish loves the challenge, that's why he helped us out on Logging League. What's easier? It's probably easier feeding 5,000 head of cattle than it is working with me in FSG, isn't it, Farmer Hamish? So they have got the passing on part now that the enhanced animal mods brought that in. The animals that get over a certain age will die, so if you want to reap the rewards from them, you can sell them before they get to that age. But I agree. People say it's a lot to do with the G rating of the game, that they can't have sort of, you know, reproduction and growth and death and all that sort of thing to deal with. I don't know how much truth there is in the way the games are rated, whether even when you're talking about animals dealing with life and death affects a game rating. Hamish is more of a farm manager than a farmer these days, yeah. Manager Hamish. He needs to change his handle there. I don't think I've said it for a while, but nice to have you all here. Hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Getting some time for some farm sim in amongst whatever else you're doing. As we're about halfway between Logging League rounds, I think we are 2 weeks away from the next one, so that's one of my jobs this week. I know they haven't been hugely popular, the highlights videos. Be interesting actually to get some feedback on them, if anyone who has watched the highlight videos. FSG and I have done one each now from the first 2 rounds. I've just got round 3 to do, which is in my court, but I'd be interested to hear your thoughts about why you don't or do watch them, whether it's just the fact you don't enjoy logging in the Logging League, or whether you caught the live stream so there's no need to watch the highlights. But some market feedback would be interesting. Is there something we could do to make them more desirable to watch? Event director, Hamish. I think technically was the term we gave you, didn't it? Event director. No good since you missed the regular feed corp. You were Mark, Farmer Brono, watch the live streams. I figured that'd probably be the most likely aspect, is whether you watch the live stream and knew what happened so you don't bother with the highlights. So we're trying to work on how we can widen our audience for it as well. So I might try and share some of the details for it in some sort of logging focused Facebook groups or things like that, and see if we can gain some more traction through those. Interesting to see what happens. Of course, the combine happened to be full right on the end of the row as it's starting a new headland, starting a new land. Typical. Typical. Just had a 7920 come up on the used equipment for you. It's only 200 horsepower though. Am I interested? I need 250 horsepower at least for that big feed wagon. Thanks, Alex. Would appreciate you thinking of me. We will just jump into our used equipment. No. Nothing there that's any good for us. I very rarely look at that, to be honest. Kind of forget it's there most of the time. Where do you get this map from? As I don't see it on that FS22 downloadable mods section on PC. It looks very like the Fraser Valley near Chilliwack in British Columbia here. Have a look on the description of the video, should have it, Andrew. But otherwise Google Chumpy Farmer and he has an itch.io page where you can download it from. And it's all in there. But it is very much, if you have a look at the map, it is very much Chilliwack in British Columbia. I'm not sure what that river is, but so sorry. The background is scaled really big to show you sort of the overall general area, and then this is a zoomed out part of it. And it does have a river. The river's down the bottom here. It very much is Chilliwack, British Columbia. It's based on the real area. The main difference is, obviously if you're familiar with it, there's lots and lots of buildings and yards, and it's really heavily populated. So for a first map, he decided not to do any of that detail. So instead of getting this, you just get just grass. It's not a defined field, so he's defined all the fields as they are in real life, but farmyards are a little bit more vague. So ours is basically we built it ourselves. How you doing, Brittle? Good to see you. Oops, don't do that. This thing's because I'm tabbed out of the screen. I'm trying to do two things at once, but I am. Alright. So many bales. There's straw for days. What are you up to? 120? Did it again. 125. Getting more and more and more. There we go, Legion. Thank you very much for sharing that, Andrew. There's Chumpy Farmer's link for the map. Go and have a look. Get it downloaded. It's very cool. Going to a trampoline farm today. Trampoline park today. Farmer Hamish. An 8RT. 8RT would do the job. Not sure if an RT is the most appropriate tractor to be pulling a feed wagon with though. I'm sure we'll get something. I think once we go through and do our consolidation of land and things like that, we might be pretty good anyhow. We've actually got some milk to sell as well, don't we? How much milk have we got? 100,000 litres. That is the one thing with Maize Plus. Once you get into milk production, you get a lot of milk. Debatable. The last one I went to was filled with dirty wild animals and their parents. Yep, I imagine this one's going to be exactly the same. Oh, so that's why you call it a farm rather than a park. Gotcha. It's trampoline zoo. Hey, Mr. Simulations, how are you? Vent 900 at 285 horsepower. See, that'd be the perfect machine, Legion. Do you know if I'm going cheap? Have a few hours on it, I don't mind. So I think I've got a willing buyer for the two of the forage wagons. I think Alex is going to take one of the feed mixers, so we've still got another feed mixer to go, and then we've got the direct disc header for the forage harvester. And we've definitely had a few offers of tractors, so keep them coming through. We'll go through that for the next video and have made some decisions. 173 hours, what's my offer? Gosh, what's it with new? You say 285? Which one's 285? 296? Gosh, I don't know. Don't know what it's worth. I was hoping to spend around 100k Legion, but we've been seeing more Fent here in the States IRL, Mr. Sims. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know how long has Fent been part of AGCO? Been a long time. Is it an older 900 Legion? I reckon we could have a look at that as an option. Team Man Gaming, how on earth are you, mate? Good to see you. Welcome along, and just a quick thank you. I saw you'd continued your membership the other day, so appreciate that, my friend. Great to have you here, and great to see you in stream. It's been a while. Hope life's treating you well. I suppose, like, there is, yeah, I'm sort of hearing a lot more about Fent and that in the States. So you see it for the combines, but not so much the tractors, but why not? Doing good for a change. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. $80K's in its mine, has front PTO. Alright, I'll give it some thought. I've got a couple of offers on the table, Legion, so front PTO doesn't bother me because I don't have a need for that, but worth knowing. May have to upgrade our mower setup at some stage, the little swather mower we've got. takes its time, so maybe that could be a catalyst for change. Planting time on your small server. Nice, T-Man. What map are you playing on? Alright, we've got 18 minutes. 18 minutes. We're not quite going to get things finished off here. That's right. Like I said, something to do next time. Who would have thought? Good way to do it though, a 2-hour live stream to get all this done. And it'll be a good way to intro the next episode by we'll finish that off. In fact, I'm already thinking about how we're going to do it. We might be a little bit of a harvesting baling montage to open the episode. Get something going there rather than jumping straight into a monologue. Should work out pretty well. I've got animals to feed too. I'm going to do that. Always something. Always something. Nice to have so many of you here this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whatever it is for you guys. And girls. Already cracked over 50 likes, which is always a milestone for me. So if you haven't already left a thumbs up on the video, appreciate it if you do. If there's 41 of you who haven't done it, then we'll get to 100 before the end of the stream, which would be pretty cool. Alright, I'm not going to be precious about getting every last drop of straw, but we will just go through and do those 2 bits. Alright, how is that combine going? I tell you what I'm going to do. Well, I've probably just gone one too far on the... Oh no, we're almost perfect. I'm just at the wrong end of the field, but I'm gonna jump in here and do this. Course play, load course, that one there. Back, nearest waypoint. We should be good to go on that. Where we are, let's see what happens. Leave that going for a little bit. Perfect. Happy days. You're full. Right. It's going to do what we're going to do for the rest of these. Probably only let that baler do a few passes. Otherwise it's going to be right up the back of that combine. Oh. Why are you not going straight on? Ah, I've just made it explode. Bother. Alright. So this is the other way you can do, was it Andrew saying before about how it's a good mod for single player stuff, is just come up to the... No, have I not got it turned on? Maybe this bale's not supported. There we go. Do it that way, and you've effectively loaded it onto the back of the truck. But you've, it's auto-stacked it, so it makes it nice and tidy. So you're not having to do the best job of stacking. So can we get a third? Did we get it or not? No, we were just pushing it. There we go, got it now. acceptable. Alright, 2 more must be. Hey Brett, how are you? Good to see you. Alright. Two more on the back, and that'll be us loaded. Alright. Gonna get this one unloaded now. Cheers, Corpnut. Have a good rest of your weekend, mate. Hopefully catch you in West Australia again sometime soon. And you know, if you ever come down to New Zealand to go on a train, you'll have to give us a yell and go out for a beer or something. Show you around our neck of the woods. How's our stack going? Not getting too close? No, we're alright. We've got enough room there still. Cheers, mate. Alright, probably time, I'd say, for one more load. We're going to have, as Hamish so eloquently put it, the wild animals are going to be turning up in an hour, so... Other people's wild animals at that. You can handle your own. Alright, now I'm just going to do a little test to make sure I've got the auto load function activated. Yes. Alright. Super speed Argsy running and loading. Right, that green, yeah, oh, it's too busy bothering about the baler. Thinking that baler needs stopping or it's going to go into the next land, which I don't want it to do just yet. So we'll get over and pause that in just a second. Still got half an hour left. Interesting. Right. Shit, wouldn't be too bad going into the other land because the combine's just started another one, but we've got enough bales to deal with for the next 10 minutes. Don't need any more at the moment. It didn't slide on far enough. Maybe for a second one there. 3. We'll settle for 3. Hey Isaac, how are you? Nice to see you here. Giving up on your PC for now. What was going on with your PC, Brett? Remind me, if we've talked about it before, I apologise that I have forgotten. Oh, stuck bales, okay. Well, those ones are a long way away, aren't they? Right, it's the race to get a trailer loaded. before I get the plug pulled out on me. Alright. See if I can keep track and count. Oh, did we get it? Just. Oh, we caught it, fell, and then it caught on the bottom of the spikes. 2, 4, 6. 6, 8, that's 9. Issues with it loading running FS. Right. Frustrating when you can't get to the bottom of an issue, eh? What's that? Why are you saying hello again? You've already said hello once.
Hi, where do we look?
Eh? You look at the camera up on top of the...
Hi.
Everyone was saying happy birthday to you before.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Why?
What?
You want to watch?
I want to see what people
Eh?
watch.
Alright. Go away. Ooh, ah. Bale in the wrong spot. Alright, let's jump out of this for a little bit. Let's try some out of cab view again. Floyd would like to know what presents he got. He got to go to Wellington to go to a football training camp for 2 days. And otherwise I think he got cash because he's impossible to buy for. I'm just going to push that one up because that's being difficult. You've got OneDrive on your OneDrive on your PC. You tried deleting, but I think I did something wrong. Right, because you were having issues with mods and size and that sort of stuff, weren't you? Someone has a case of the pre-bounce crazies. Probably. Do you know the craziest part is the two of them, both our boys, spent an hour and a half cleaning the house last night. Probably partly to delay bedtime, but all the same, they still cleaned up a whole heap of the house. They mopped the floors. They've never done that before. Because they wanted the house nice and clean for the party, so I'm not going to complain if they're going to do that. We get one more to pick up. Go. 4 at a time, that's efficient. I'm going to jump on Discord and share screen. I can have a look. Thanks, Legion. Appreciate you helping breed out like that, mate. Best part about this community, or farm sim community, is there's plenty of people who are prepared to use their time to help others, which is pretty cool. No, not going to get a 4th one on there. But Oh, hardly going to get a third. Thought we were good. Alright. What about now? Alright, there we go. Go grab the truck, bring it down here a bit closer so we can get these last few loaded. I'm going to run out of time. 14 more to go. Dum 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 dum. Dun 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 dun. Floyd's asked me to say he hopes Media Marks enjoys his birthday and it's fun at the trampoline. Media Marks. I like that. I'll pass that on to him, mate. I'm sure he will have a blast. Best part is it's been school holidays for 2 weeks, so he hasn't seen all his mates anyhow, so. Doing some snow drifting on Edgewater in the F350. I haven't used the F350 yet, is it any good? I always feel that some of the vehicles just get too much speed and power and it's too hard to moderate. Alright, how many more do we need? We needed 14 more and we've just put 6 on, so 8. Apart from the brakes, there is none. I knew I'd heard something about it having a little bit of a deficiency somewhere. I couldn't remember what it was though. And too many options, is there? I can see it's got enough spike out the front. Yeah. Oh, growing trend of how much. Yeah, there does seem to be a little bit of that, doesn't there? I think part of that is the whole people who wanted to do a mod to the base game equipment, and Giants like you've got to make more changes to it, so suddenly it's got an animated door or just little silly little things. The old kiss, eh? Keep it simple, stupid. Again, I thought that one was good too. On this side. There we go. That'll give us our last 3. Alright, just gonna get these loaded. Oh, spear ourselves on the bale spike. Alright, well, we're not actually going to be too far away. We've just got those 2 little sections. By the time I've finished that pass, just those couple of little sections either side of the waterway there. But not too much longer to go. Like I said, I am out of time. We'll have to have a look at how much oats we've got though. how many oats, how many bales we've made. I love that feedlot. It's so cool driving in there and seeing that. A little bit further there. Across. Alright. Have a look. We're going to run out of space. We're going to have to move some bales soon. Well, that's probably going to explode in some way, shape or form. So let's have a quick look-see in here. Statistics. 173 bales so far. So I reckon we're going to end up with 300-ish. 300? Maybe a few more. Because that's only, well, definitely more than 300, because I don't think we've baled much more than half of it. We're pretty close. As for our oats, 175,000 litres, so 130 grand worth there. So that's pretty good too. And things are going to be carrying on and just about finished. And like I said, we have a look here, 20 minutes left. It's not too much more. There's a few little bits in there, which it'll go and tidy up pretty neatly, I would expect, but we're going to turn that, oops, I said we're going to stop it. Leave that there for now, and turn that off, and call it quits for another one. So, thank you everyone for joining me today. If you haven't left a like on the stream, please do. I'd much appreciate it. Alan, thank you very much for that generous super chat earlier on. For everyone else, thank you all for hanging out with me. Hope you've enjoyed things. I'm still really loving this series. I just can't get enough of it, to be honest. It's kind of what I'm going to do today. I want to go and play on Chilliwack. So that's just the way it's developing and growing. You can see me spending some more time here yet. But that is it. I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. I was just going to look, and I was looking earlier. Is there anyone we can go and say hello to? No, no one else streaming at the moment. Oh well. We'll just leave it there. So, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Back in Western Australia during the week. We won't have a Traveller's Tale tomorrow. Just haven't had time to get that put all together and be happy with it. So that will certainly be in another week. And other than that, stay safe, have fun, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.